What's up in this motherfucker, yo? Got this new basketball game about to do real quick. Got a little special guest with me. I'm at my man's crib.
Who will see for our starting five for both teams? And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Eddie Jones?
And you can't forget, this guy's always on the prowl.
Shit, he's got some cool shit.
Pick you off if you get too casual and loose with the ball.
Talk about.
In your head that way.
He got some cool stuff to talk about, so we can fill up a long video. So that'd be cool. And I'm about to try to drop some points. Should give myself some more time. I might only get like 50. I was trying to get like fucking 100. Oh, that's shit.
Passes to Fox. And stolen by Jordan. In transition here on the Bulls. With the lead pass. Passes it to Longley.
Yo, what's up, babe?
Nice ball by the Bulls.
I already told. Oh shit.
Jordan kicks to Rodman.
Yeah.
Assisted on the play with Jordan.
Miranda.
What's up?
You home early, girlfriend? Having a birthday in the house.
Oh.
What the hell is going on around here? Don't get mad, honey. Listen, you're home a little early. I mean, I was gonna have everything cleaned up before you got home.
Wow.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys. How do you get a play out here?
It sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind it out.
What man, one of my favorite dudes is Bart Simpson, and they were talking about it earlier, but fuck. Yeah, he's cool as shit. He said he looks like he reminds you of somebody. That was cool. Next.
Yep.
What are you talking about? Remember the what's it called, that episode? Where he finds a cane?
Is this a Simpsons?
No, Seinfeld. Seinfeld episode?
Okay, and you said it's the one. Which one did you say it was?
Where like Kramer gets the cane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it turns is this recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns out, that Seinfeld episode where you said Kramer gets the cane, that's the one. That's the one where where George found out that the parking garage that he was, like using to park his car, but it turned out was also being used for prostitutes to turn tricks in, and these prostitutes, were actually doing their business, inside these cars, and George's car turned out to be one of them. Yeah, because he certainly found evidence. And so, he complained, to the garage, attendant, and basically the guy, kind of brushed him off because, he didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, I was cracking up when I saw that shit.
Yeah. And so then, George, approaches one of the prostitutes, and he tries to ask her, if she's, seen anything suspicious, if you know what I'm talking about. And of course, she and of course, she doesn't like George because, she kind of sees him as he's just wasting her time.
just the start.
So whatever kind of info George tried to get from her, you know, he tried to thank her by, you know, by paying her, but but as you know, George is, you know, like one of those guys who doesn't really have a whole lot of money, so therefore, you know, I think he only had like $5 or $10 or something like that. I was like, yeah.
What about the guy from South America?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was the one where, Jerry Kramer and Newman. Yeah, Jerry Kramer and Newman had invested some money into this accountant. Or actually no, they gave him their money for him to invest. And then one day, you know, he came to that, you know, coffee shop, you know, where they usually hang out. And when he approached their booth, you know, he started sniffing, which, you know, kind of looked, you know, suspicious. And so therefore, you know, like Jerry and George, you know, kind of had the suspicion, you know, like that he snorted, you know what up your nose. But Elaine, you know, like, tried to convince them and assure them that no, that was not the case. That, you know, like, because I know this guy, I've known him since college, and he does not, you know, do what I just said a little bit ago. So, you know, but you know, they were still concerned, and so when they tried to call him at work, you know, to talk about their money, you know, the guy's secretary told Jerry that he had flown to South America. And of course, you know, we pretty much all know what South America is primarily used for. Yeah.
Yeah, funny.
And so Jerry Kramer and Newman are like, I mean, like, what, like, why would he go to South America? I mean, what's down there, like, that he would have a good, what's down there, like, that he would have a good time doing? Plus, given the fact that we think that this guy does, you know, what we saw him sniffing about, and it's like, you know, and he goes to South America. It's just, I don't know, man. That just seems, you know.
Jordan's got 10 points now, just in the sport. And taking a quick look here.
That seems, that right there, you know, seems that he for sure does, you know, what we think he does. But so, you know, 2 nights later, you know, Jerry, Kramer, and Newman just decide to, you know, follow the guy, you know, after work one night, and they saw that he went into this bar, and so Kramer went in there in disguise, and he sat down next to the guy, and get this, Kramer was actually wearing this this, you know, like he was actually wearing this like sweater, which Jerry was wearing in the coffee shop. You know, when the guy showed up at the beginning. Yeah. But you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, well, we're not supposed to know that.
Remember the guy's like, what is that, mohair?
Yeah, mohair. That's right. So, yeah, you know, Kramer goes in the bar in disguise, starts chatting with the guy, and Kramer's, you know, like, you know, trying to see if he can get the guy to, you know, to admit, you know, like that he's involved in the you know, cocaine smuggling business.
Yeah, that was funny.
And so at one point that guy goes to the bathroom, and then a couple of minutes later Kramer goes in there, you know, into the bathroom, and he's got a camera, and Kramer ends up kicking one of the bathroom stall doors in and immediately getting a flash snapshot of the guy who's in there, which turned out to be a humongous mistake. Because apparently, I don't think because apparently, like, of the stall door that he kicked in, it was probably the wrong one. Yeah, so you saw Kramer's reaction, and then the guy in the stall, like from our point of view, he's like, hey, what kind of nut are you?
Yeah, that shit was funny, right?
Yeah. So it turns out, you know, the reason why the guy was sniffing like that was because of that sweater that Jerry and Kramer were wearing when they were around him. It was the mole hair. So yeah, the guy was allergic to mole hair, and that's why he was sniffing like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And you're talking about the, I said that Bart was like my favorite character. I said that Luke was my favorite character. You like Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, he's
tight.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls.
I would say that Luke Skywalker in the, you know, in the Last Jedi, I would say that he was, you know, okay in that movie. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, yeah, because, like, you know, because.
Lakers trail by 21.
What were you saying?
141 left in the third.
Yeah,
he was kind of mellow and laid back in that movie.
Here's Rodman.
yeah.
It's good. He's listed on the play as Jordan.
Like Vader scared the shit out of me, man.
No doubt about it. Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Like his head and when he popped up on you.
Harper against
No homo.
Shaq with a spring on Harper. The pick. And the shot is long.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And 3 from Jordan.
Ooh.
And the shot is good. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Oh,
and the foul is
shit.
called. The intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Good on both.
Take some time out after that.
Chicago calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
Shaq is checked in for the Lakers. Michael Jordan on the wing, guarded by Kobe. Fades. Outside for Jordan.
Oh,
It's good. Contact on the shot,
man.
so he will go to the line.
Oh, yeah.
Three-point play chance here.
Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, you just missed that shit, Dave.
Always check in. Chicago shoot their fourth shot at the foul line here.
What else you want to talk about? I know you're a cameraman.
2.5 minutes play.
You know, I used to be on the radio too, but not on the radio, like real station.
Jordan against Kobe.
I practice. What about you, Dave? What you feeling like?
He
Oh,
feeds it to O'Neal. Shot
come
pocket
on.
6. Shot's good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Simpkins. And here's Jordan outside.
Oh.
He's good. Jordan's got 39.
And the three-point shot has just been manic so far tonight.
Van Exel passes to O'Neal.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Excellent. And here is Jordan.
Oh.
On that last second attempt there. Well, 3 quarters of play all. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. But we'll see how things change up here. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see how they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers.
Man, I'm trying to get a
And on
fucking
the court
dunk.
for the Lakers to start
I didn't get one fucking dunk, Dave.
Blunt is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And then there's
Crazy.
Kobe. And it's Brown in at the 1.
Oh, man.
Backing down is Jordan. A fade away.
Oh,
And this
fuck.
should have one foul. Jordan's got 41.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Oh,
Golden
fuck.
Campbell. He's checked in for Orr.
Oh, shit.
And it's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Overton.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Here's Jordan.
Come on, give me a fucking dunk. Oh,
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
And here's Los Angeles.
here it comes right here.
Outside, Kobe. And that one's good.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot.
Oh,
He
fuck.
maintains a smooth
Damn.
approach to it all.
Oh, you bitch.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain
Oh.
possession.
So that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Very checked in for the Lakers. They're enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess.
Hurry
This
up,
is
hurry up.
going to be a dominant win. for them.
Yeah.
That's the right word
There you
for
go.
it, Greg. No,
Oh,
this
fuck.
one was as one
Oh, what the
we've
fuck?
seen in a while. Another
Damn,
bucket
he's
off
that
the
tired.
turnover.
He
They
didn't even
actually are
fucking
really getting
damn it.
themselves out there.
Damn, you should did a
You guys,
fucking
those
360 in that
so
bitch,
detrimental.
man.
You lose the chance to score it so often.
Oh,
you give
fuck.
points to your opponent.
Well, I just got about a minute, Dave. You want to talk about something real quick? It's almost the end of the video. About another 2 minutes.
A minute and a half.
Oh!
I wish I wish the Tom and Jerry cartoons were on right now.
Defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here's Jordan outside.
Oh, what?
By the Lakers.
Oh, no. Oh. Man. That was bad right there.
First one falls for. So for the Bulls.
And it's Ron Harper.
He's
Got to
checked in
keep
for
it.
Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Smith. And Brown drops them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though.
You know,
contact and into the free throw line.
Hey, who, is that supposed to be Phil Jackson?
Jordan comes in for Steve Kerr.
For your lineup, you should have like members of the dream team, such as Jordan, Pippen,
Here's Jordan.
Ewing, Malone,
49 points in the
and
game.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part
who's another
to the
good
show
one?
that he's putting on in this period.
You said,
Pippen against Brown.
Scottie Pippen?
Jordan.
I already named them. Jordan, Pippen, Ewing, Malone.
52
Oh, I got
points for
one.
Michael.
David Robinson.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the seal of the deal there. They've exploded here at the
Yeah,
end.
Dave Robinson was actually the fifth guy that I was
About to say.
thinking about choosing.
Pass it to Barry.
I thought about it.
Is Charles Barkley on it?
Oh, that's right,
I love
Barkley.
the answer.
Of
Coming in with the
course.
three,
Why the fuck couldn't I?
with my own trip.
Man, I didn't get no 100 points.
54 points.
And that's just a
54.
little more for these fans to cheer about. As
I might
they
do
get ready
another
to
game.
celebrate.
I always record real late. You down to do another part
The
2?
celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear.
This is a good part 1. That's part 1, man. This is over. Alright? Say peace out, baby.
Peace out.